one of our faithful listeners, Mike, has aided the podcast.
Yeah.
He sent me some links on some stuff so I can get rid of the fucking ads on my phone.
Oh, cool.
Not just using it like an ad blocker browser. Because I have one of those. I always forget to fucking use it. But he sent me a thing that's actually built into my phone.
Okay.
That I could turn off something or other, and then it gets rid of all the ads on fucking web pages.
Oh.
So now the web pages don't get hijacked.
Nice.
So we should be able to do episodes where we don't have to have Caleb rage out at ads.
Make it easier to steer people's lists.
And talk about how poorly done they are. What do you mean you don't go 10 to 1? You go 1 to 10, you fucking behemoths. Why a behemoth? They're large.
Yeah.
They're lumbering. I don't know what I'm saying, Spencer. Also, I don't think I have any news. Do I have news?
You don't have news. I have a little news.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah, you do have news. You have legit news. What am I talking about?
Yeah, my story, The Brute, got...
It's not called The Brute.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Your story that you wrote is not called The Brute.
No, the character in the story is called The Brute, but the story...
The fact that even your working titles were never The Brute.
No.
Which would be a cool horror title, maybe.
Yeah. Babyface got accepted in Wicked Shadow Press, right?
Wicked Shadow Press.
Because they had one...
Dark Vigil?
Yeah, but
Exterminate.
Yeah, because I guess they had a lot of really good stories, so they decided to split it up in 2 different volumes.
It seems like they always do 2 volumes.
Well, yeah.
Like the Halloween one I was in was like 3 volumes.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe their flash fiction ones aren't 2 volumes, but a lot of them they do are 2 volumes. So I saw that they did the I think it's Annihilate.
Yeah.
They did the cover and everything. It looks really cool. So
right, yeah.
Hopefully, I'm hoping yours is like the one with the guy.
Oh, like standing over the thing?
Yeah, like the
like kind of like the
Batman style, watching over the city or whatever it was. Yeah,
that would be pretty cool if that's the cover.
Yeah, I don't know if that was just a workshop cover, or if that's an actual cover, but yeah, I guess you'll see coming week or so. So it should be out soon.
Yeah, because it said in the email February/March. So
yeah, I mean that wasn't your first prospect that you wanted to get that published in, but. At least you got it, you know.
It's still out. Like I said, I do believe it's one of my better stories, so it's just nice to have it out there so people, can hopefully check it out.
And you never know, in the future, you might be able to find somewhere that'll take it as a reprint.
Yeah.
I've actually been seeing that a lot lately on that speculative fiction thing we're in. I actually joined another group, too, that has open things. I've been seeing a lot of paid publications, like they'll pay you even for the reprint. Not as much, obviously.
Well, yeah.
Like 1 or 2 cents per word or something, which is still good to me.
Right.
But yeah, so, never know if you can catch one of those and get republished. I've done that a few times where I've had stories I really liked and they got published for free, and then I got them somewhere else, which is always cool. Like I said, you never get paid as much, but I like having it in multiple places just to get more readers.
Especially, too, if it's someplace like Wicked Shadow, they're a decent sized one, but like if you got it like published in like a smaller thing, but then can get it republished and maybe something a little bit larger.
Well, in fact, one of my stories I got republished in Wicked Shadow, my Bog Hag story.
Oh yeah,
Horoscope 4. I got that republished in I forget which one, the Dark Gods or something or other. Anyway, we have an episode for you today. We haven't decided what it is. Probably DBS. I'd imagine. Try not to rail and rant on stuff on this one, but I got a lot brewing in the back of my cortex.
Yeah.
My frontal lobe is disintegrating like the president, so I'm just unfiltered and untethered. I am a man of rage.
Hey.
Did you see that fucking video where he's just saying buzzwords?
Yeah.
His head's melting. He's all hot. I don't know. And he's just like, voter ID we got now. Somalians.
At like 11 o'clock at night because you can't sleep during the night.
Fucking just die already, you fucking hunk of shit. Anyway, we'll be back with some better talk, hopefully. You are listening to the Drunken Pen Writing Podcast. I'm going to start doing a lot of the autistic movements with my hand,
Yeah.
Or like blind guy. They do a lot of hand movements. Cause I always think it's weird that blind people always have like their knuckles like curled in and stuff. Like they're always throwing gang signs without meaning to.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. Anyway, I'm your host, James. With me, as always, Spencer, the Donegal Ding Dong Church.
Okay.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
From Donegal. And you're a ding dong.
Yeah.
You don't need to be doing anything to ding dongs.
Last time maybe I was like ringing doorbells. And
Yeah, okay. The Donegal Ding Dong Ditcher.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, you're ditching people, running. You gotta watch out. I've seen some awful news clips about kids getting shot doing that now.
Oh, yeah.
From fucking MAGA assholes. Always MAGA assholes.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because they own the guns or they're just
nothing more they like than some dead kids.
I don't understand how people can justify shooting a kid, or even if they think it's an adult, for ringing their doorbell and running away.
Yeah.
That's an offense. I always thought it was weird that it's acceptable if somebody like steals your TV and running away and you just shoot them in the back. That's fine. When is a TV worth like a human life? You know, like, you could just murder someone and that's justified because they were stealing from you. But even more egregious is somebody just ringing your ding dong, ditching stuff, and you just bam. What the fuck? So maybe that person gets a life sentence because they're unhinged. What do they do if, like, in a traffic incident, they just pull out a fucking AR-15? Well, today we're talking about something just as disgusting as murdering poor children for ringing your doorbell at odd hours. This is brought to us by Thomas W. Hodgkinson.
Okay.
Like the lymphoma, kind of. Not quite. The horror of InstaPoetry. I bring this up, Spencer. Now, this is from 2019, so it's a little old now. But I bring this up. For one, I watched a video about terrible poets earlier.
Okay.
Before you came over. And two, we were discussing you writing a poem for the Southwestern PA Bars review thing. Whatever, the thing I get published in every year. We're going to get you published in it. We're going to write you a poem. So I feel it's fitting that we read the worst poems of modern times to give you a little inspiration.
Give me something to reach for, to aspire to.
No, I'm just going to go right into the list. I'm not going to read all this gobbledygook at the beginning. I'm sure it's a fine article. Again, you could check that out at thomaswhodgkinson.com. Got the H in there? I don't know. So, number one, no surprise here. Does Make Me Ass starts at number one, worst to best. Well, not worst to best, but just worst to less worse.
A little bit, yeah. I always like it down. Yeah. Well, let's just be happy that they're using numbers. Because that's what really gets me is when there's no numbers at all.
Yeah, you're a number guy. So this is kind of the inventor of InstaPoetry, which is not quite applicable because a lot of people say it's actually Charles Bukowski.
Oh, really?
Not from being on Instagram, but some of the poems he wrote were like dog shit InstaPoet poems before they were, a thing. But the frontier person of this is Rupi Kaur. Now, this is 2019, so these numbers are probably inflated now, maybe deflated if any of these people got canceled. But as of 2019, Rupi Kaur had 3.8 million followers.
Oh, wow.
And it doesn't say where, I'm assuming Instagram, because it's InstaPoet, so... Kaur, pronounced core, so immediately wrong, is the godmother of InstaPoetry. That's the word I was looking for, godmother, not frontier person. I just making shit up. Now 27, so older now, 30s. She was born in India, moved to Canada when she was 4, and because she couldn't talk to anyone, took refuge in writing and drawing. Her skillful sketches illustrate her InstaPoems, which are very raw and personal, and not always printable in a family newspaper. Now, Rupi Kaur is abominable for having these subsurface, very boring poems, in my opinion. They're just like, the spider came down and bit me. Ouch. Like, it's just fucking, what is it? Like, just dumb shit like that. It's just like anyone, because you go to a comment section talking about worst poets, than if she's mentioned, they'll just, a bunch of people doing that better than her.
Right.
But she has so many like poem books that were bestsellers, and they're always in the front of Barnes & Noble. Like, they're always in the front of the poetry section, like facing out. And it pisses me off. It's like, we have all these good poets, and you're going to fucking promote the ones because they sell a lot. Because, again, we live in this age of mediocrity where if people could relate to you being mediocre because they're mediocre, or even worse than mediocre, you'll sell. So here's an example.
Which then takes you out of the mediocrity.
Yeah. So here's an example. She was music, but he had his ears cut off. You could do that.
That's a legit, like...
Yeah, that's a poem.
That's the whole poem?
Yeah. Yeah, if you buy one of those fucking $25 books, most of the poems are like, at most, like 4 verses. Usually not even that. When I'm done with this, I'll go back and look up just the worst of her poems and we'll read them on here and have a giggle fest. I think we've done this something before. Number 2, R.M. Drake, 2.1 million followers. A Colombian-American writer who used to work in marketing and advertising for a media company already makes it like, this guy just knows how to sell the shit, and that's what he's probably doing. His posts, which specialize in shoot from the hip, tell it like it is, love wisdom. Love wisdom. Oh, I've seen this fucking guy shared a bunch, so many white girls.
I guess it's appropriate that you're shooting love wisdom from the hip.
Yeah. Yeah, where else are you going to shoot it from? But this fella is one of those ones that you'll always see, like, whenever you see, like, fucking annoying quotes on Facebook or Instagram or anything shared by Twitter, shared by, like, these fucking 20-something to 40-something white women, and they're depressed or, like, realize, that dumb shit. It's usually the Live, Laugh, Love group that's sharing this kind of stuff. This guy has a book. There are many books. 8 are subtitled poetry and prose I don't care. Let's just read the sample. Sometimes having a conversation in a parked car for hours can heal you in ways you never thought possible.
That's just like a sentence.
Yeah, bad one. But if you've ever been in a parked car talking about your feelings, you know how deep that can be.
Yeah.
Next up is R.H. Sin and Samantha King Holmes.
Okay. The two of them, it's a double team.
One has 1.6 million, the other has 422,000 followers, so not as much. I'm taking this married couple together because they support each other, but Sin is the bigger beast, a former marketeer who promoted another marketer. It's funny how they just know how to get into something that easily can manipulate audiences into buying their shit. A former marketeer who promoted products through social media, his verses exhort women to move on from no good men who have hurt them. They're interspersed with his sepia, brown is beautiful photos of New York street scenes, cups of coffee, and himself. Here's a sample. And I don't know if this is him or both of them. I'm assuming him. Some women fear the fire. Some women simply become it. They become the fire.
Deep.
If you give them herpes, they're also a different kind of fire. They burn for a week or two. I don't know. How long does herpes last?
Maybe he was talking about witches.
Witches. That'd be more interesting. Number 4, Atticus. Does it piss you off immediately? His name's Atticus. There's only one Atticus in my book, and that's Atticus Finch. Every other one can get fucked. Also, if I come across a poet...
What about the ad machine, the Atticus?
That's Abacus.
Yeah, it's close enough.
It's not close at all. It's got B's. Abacus, Atticus. 2 different things. But if I come across a fucking Boo Radley on here, there's a poet named Boo Radley, I'm done. Not reading this anymore. Number 4, Atticus. 1.3 million followers. The master stroke of the poet known as Atticus was to create a mystery around his identity by wearing a Guy Fawkes mask. Fucker. At one reading, I bet his name is like fucking Thaddeus or something dumb. Bernard. At one reading, he told his breathless audience, were they breathless because they were fucking yawning so much? He told his breathless audience he would remove it. He did, to reveal an identical mask underneath. Fucking jerk. He penned swoony before sunrise style fragments interspersed with black and white photos of beautiful people. Would you like a sample of work of Atticus? Let me twist my mustache a little bit for this.
Yeah, it's definitely not twisted enough.
I switched to, I haven't switched, but I've been using the balm more because the wax, it gets like real hard, but it's like, I don't know. I like that near the end of the day, it becomes a more natural curled mustache, but it's not like, rigid. Yeah. The rigidity of it is, hurts my face. Sample. Swimming pools were invented to kiss girls in the rain, and if they weren't, they should have been. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Ooh.
So swimming pools were invented to kiss girls in the rain. Let's break that down for a minute.
Okay.
The fuck does that mean?
I don't know. Also, that you shouldn't be out like in your pool if it's raining.
Now, immediately what I think of is a couple kissing in the pool while some fucking kid that may or may not have Down syndrome is pissing on them from the diving board.
I like that.
That's the only thing I can think of. Golden shower. Why the fuck? Okay. Number 5, Najwa Sebian. 1 million followers. This young Lebanese-born InstaPoet's name means divine talk, which, she says, provides a constant reminder of what I stand for. Also, a lot of these people, if not all of them, have changed their names to these things. Like Ruby Kaur, or whatever her name is. I feel like her name was something stupider.
Yeah.
I'll have to look it up, maybe. She specializes in empowering relationship advice. This guy likes the word interspersed a lot. Interspersed with images of herself that often showcase her terrific figure. She's got knockers. Some are downright bizarre. One recent clip presents Zebian in conversation on a bench until a squirrel leaps up and, to her understandable dismay, grabs her bottom.
Oh.
I'm having real hard deja vu now. I don't know if we did this before or if I'm just recollecting some awful... I feel like this has come up before. Here's the sample. It is not love that you fall into. It is love that falls into you. Into you.
Would it be out of you?
You mean if you got cummed in? Ew. You're gross.
You said that. You said that.
I know what you were saying. You're gross.
No, I just think of love oozing out of you. So.
Oh my God. Let's rework this. It is not cum that you fall into. It is cum that falls into you. That's better. That's better.
It is better.
Next up. I don't want to read this one. Number 6, J Iron Word. What's the J stand for? Jack off. 607,000 followers. J Iron Word is presumably not J Iron Word's real name. Oh my gosh. But there's little info about him online apart from the slogan on his website, which reads, I don't claim to be anything but human.
Does he also wear a Guy Fawkes mask?
Probably. Such modesty can't do anything but impress.
I don't know about that.
The Amazon blurb for his debut collection of empowering love wisdom poetry calls it a labor of love emerging from the unfiltered mind of the poet J Iron Word. Surely filtering is the job of any writer. I think this guy's a dickhead.
Mm-hmm.
It seems that every single one of these writers only writes about fucking love wisdom. Which is a thing I didn't know was a thing. How many of these people do you think are single and or divorced?
All of them.
Here's a sample from J Iron Word. She owned her curves the way a tiger owns the jungle wildly. She owns her curves wildly. That goes back to our recent episode about men writing women poorly.
Yeah.
Let's change that. She owned her curves the way a tiger owns the jungle boobedly.
Yeah. Tittedly.
Large-breastedly. Number 7, Nikita Gill only has 552,000 followers. I wish they would have like an updated number because I wonder how many millions they got now.
Probably.
But then again, I feel like the InstaPoetry has died off because I don't see it a lot now, so maybe nobody cares anymore. It's like a trend. Gill, who studied... That might actually be a real person's name for once. Gill, who studied design at university in Delhi, was rejected by 137 publishers on her journey to success. Really? But she says being vulnerable is a writer's job. She tends to post excerpts rather than whole poems. Don't like that. Her work is feminist and, yes, empowering, another one, with an emphasis on the desirability of the wild and the visceral truth of bone. Bone is very visceral.
Yeah, how are you going to have like an excerpt of a poem?
Just like the first line.
Yeah.
Well, here's an example. Listen to me, girl. You have castles inside your bones. How do castles fit in bones?
Very small castles?
What does that mean? What if you have bone cancer?
Doesn't that also make your bones hollow?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you get bone cancer that way. I don't like it. And I will never like it. Number 8, Lang Leave. Okay. I'm not even reading their followers anymore. Just assume all these ones are under the 600,000 mark because it seems it's dwindling. I think at this one, most popular to least popular, which again should have been backwards. A veteran Instapoet, Leave was born in Thailand, brought up in Australia, and lives in New Zealand. She built a following on the micro-blogging site Tumblr. A lot of these did start on Tumblr, by the way, before self-publishing her first collection in 2012. It was a bestseller within a week. Pisses me off. The sample below is from Sorry. It's strangely affecting to find someone apologizing here for the quality of their poetry. Okay? So it's going to be, my poems suck. Sorry in advance. Here's an example. To the poem I put into a book before it was ready. I'm sorry I didn't wait a few lines longer. I got writer's block. I don't know what to write about. Let me just write about how my poets suck. My poems suck and I don't finish them.
I'm going to be meta.
Yes. Number 9, Young Pueblo and Cleo Wade.
Okay.
More nakedly than other Instapoets, these two are essentially self-help gurus. Oh, I hate that. Wade grew up in New Orleans, the daughter of a white mother and a black father, so I'm sure that's all this person talks about. She fell in love with poetry at the age of 6 when she did a summer course. She presents her verse in a range of styles, including handwritten in capitals with the O's and D's colored in. Why? Here's a sample. All capitalized, so C.T. Fletcher style. You are precious. Let no one treat you less than gold. So you're an object.
Yeah.
To be coveted and treated as such.
And hoarded.
And you know what I do to my gold? My hoards of gold? I skeet on them.
Yeah.
Sit there and I jerk my hog until it spews.
Skeet.
Hog juice all over it. Skeet. Hog juice is something I got to work into a sentence.
Yeah.
Kid at work, I forget, he was saying something, and my retort was, I cum pellets. So
that probably stopped him from talking.
Yeah. I was raining real hard, and he was like, that's how I cum. And I was like, yeah, I cum pellets. Shut him right up. Get older, that's what happens. Number 10, and the final one, Christopher Poindexter. Always like the name Poindexter. I give him bonus points for going with Poindexter. You don't have to pick Poindexter. You could just change it, but he didn't. The Florida-based Poindexter sports a broad-brimmed hat as he hammers out his verse on a typewriter. He's closer to conventional poetry than the self-help poets, but he too has a Christ-like identification with his audience. As he says in one poem, the world doesn't understand your pain, but I do. A motto for the whole InstaPoetry movement. Sample. My God, little precious creatures, we, yes we, you and I and he and she, have so many things wrong. That's the closest one to an actual poem we've read, and
yeah,
it's not great. Let me look up this Rupi Kaur so we could make fun of her for a minute, and then we'll be done. How about that? How old is she now, Spencer? 33 years young. I wonder, I'm going to go, I just want to see how many followers she got. She is up to 4.2 million.
Damn.
And she doesn't follow anyone.
Oh, asshole.
It always is funny to me, too, is at least a lot of these Insta ones that don't wear a fucking Guy Fawkes mask seem to be at least middling attractive, if not more.
Yeah.
It's like for the poetry world, they always have to be kind of attractive. Like the one mentioned, like the curves or whatever. You know?
Right.
Like, I got big bosoms. All right, here's some of the best ones she has, Spencer.
Oh.
And they always come with like a doodle. But that's literally like all the poems. It's just like a white page, some fucking sentences, and a doodle. What terrifies me most is how we foam at the mouth with envy when others succeed, but sigh in relief when they are failing. Our struggle to celebrate each other is what's proven most difficult, is being human. This one's real good. I will never be quiet about the way my people resisted so I could be free. It's like you're touching on a topic that could be something, but you don't do any work to make it stand out. And she got shittily doodles of Arabs.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I guess it could be like Indians. You know, they got the Arabs.
Yeah.
I get so lost in where I want to go, I forget that the place I'm in is already quite magical. And there's a shittily drawn tassel cap.
Oh.
Okay. You treat them as if they have a heart like yours, but not everyone can be as soft and as tender as you. You don't see the person they are. You see the person they have the potential to be. You give and give till they have taken everything out of you and leave you empty.
Okay. Great.
Let me, backlash after naming of Rupi Kaur as writer of the decade. Oh, that's an article. But they wrote it as like one of the shit poems. It actually fits.
Yeah, it does.
They voted her as writer of the decade. Oh, fuck off.
Actually, I thought it said shitty writer of the decade.
No, I might add a shitty. Backlash after naming of Rupi Kaur as the writer of the decade.
Oh.
Terrible.
That's not a good sign of anything.
The irony of loneliness is we all feel it at the same time. Do we? I don't think so.
No. I don't think that's how that works.
I tend to forget who I am when I'm constantly around other people. I need solitude to see myself clearly.
Okay.
1 boner, 2 boner,
3 boner, 4.
I come at the door.
Oh! Yeah.
That's teamwork right there.
Yeah.
So, Spencer, do you think you can write a poem on level with that?
I don't know, man. That's
5 minutes of time, and you will have overshot your fucking progress that you would think to make, I would imagine. I don't like it.
No.
I don't like bad poems. Let me read one. How about I find a good poem? Not by any of these people, because I'm sure they don't have many. I'm just going to type in good poem.
Okay.
See what comes up. And I'll read a short one, so we don't have to end on with shit in our mouth. These are all poems called good poems. So best poems.
It's gonna be a list of poems titled best poems.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks to AI taking over the old Google. Oh man, I got butt poops. Here's the famous poems encyclopedia. Not reading Walt Whitman. We don't have all day. William Wordsworth, Langston Hughes. Let's read Langston Hughes. I like Langston Hughes. Usually his are short. This one's called Walkers with the Dawn. This is kind of like the InstaPoems, very short. Being walkers with the dawn and morning, walkers with the sun and morning, we are not afraid of night, nor days of gloom, nor darkness, being walkers with the sun and morning. So it's like, how do you have something that's exactly the same length as the shitty InstaPoems, but it's like about something? Yeah. I don't understand why they got to be garbage. They can't you write InstaPoems that aren't garbage?
Well, I mean, if you were a good writer, you probably could.
But those people were all millionaires because of that. What are we doing?
I don't know.
If she could believe in herself, she would need no man. There we go. Caleb's a hit.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Yes.
It's another topic we could do. I was going to go something bad. I'm not going to do that. So that's an episode. We listen to other podcasts. What podcast do you listen to currently, Spencer? We never do shout-outs. We should do shout-outs. I'll go first.
Yeah.
I'll just bring them up. Fuck it. Why not? Earread, this doesn't do the podcast too much either.
No.
I used to listen to them. Henry Rollins, KCRW, he just plays music, but I listen to that sometimes. I actually haven't listened to Art of Manliness in a while. That's when I only listen to like specific episodes I think are interesting. I listen to Abroad Japan every week. They talk about living in Japan. I haven't listened to Dead Robot Society in a long time.
Honestly, I still listen to whenever they put out new episodes.
Poetry Unbound by On Beaten Studios. I really like them. They're usually pretty short episodes, like 10, 15 minutes at most. They read a poem, talk about the poem, read the poem again. Irish History Podcast, I haven't been kept up to date on that, but it's self-explanatory. Prancing Pony, I wanted to reread Lord of the Rings before I got back into that. I stopped listening. I was up to date on lore, but when I started reading Moby Dick, I stopped listening to it. Dude was annoying the fuck out of me.
Oh, yeah?
Just the way he does it, it started annoying me. I might cancel that. Irish Mythology Podcast, I stopped posting. One True Podcast, I haven't listened to that in a while, but that's about Ernest Hemingway's work. I listen to the history of literature. I like that. Lectures in intellectual history. I listen to that sometimes. Great American Novel, I like to keep up to date on that. Reading McCarthy, I like that one as well, but they since he's dead, they run out of topics. Classic Poetry Aloud, I think I listened to them all, and they don't update anymore. American Masters was an interesting one, but I did just stop listening to it. The No Sleep Podcast, I have not kept up with that. Darker Pen Writing Podcast, I don't listen to that at all. Hardcore Literature, I wish he would put out more episodes. He doesn't put out much, but when he does, I get excited. And the rest is History Podcast I listen to sometimes.
See, I got more just kind of like a lot of like, like kind of like pop culture. Like I got like a lot of different like comic podcasts I listen to. But like I also like listen to like the fictional podcasts whenever they have some new episodes. Like
See, I stopped listening to that because I didn't read a lot of the books.
See, like I got I have like 19 left of ones that I knew that he was going to do that I knew that I wanted to read. Some of the other ones, like I was like, I'm not going to read that either. So, yeah. Or like he did like some Shakespeare ones where like, oh well, maybe listening to this will maybe help if I do ever get it right.
Make you want to read it.
Yeah. But I also then listened to his like he has a Myth and Legends podcast. I still listen to those whenever new episodes come out. Like I said, I still like the Dead Robot Society whenever they have some new ones out. I think the problem is like a lot of these guys, they do like it's like their Patreon first, and then like
or even YouTube Live.
Yeah, and then they put it out like on like a podcast like weeks later or whatever. But yeah.
Well, that's like the Earread. This is mostly YouTube now, and I don't have to pay for YouTube Music or whatever, so you can listen to it while you drive, which is mainly where I listen to podcasts is when I'm at work driving. Yeah, all right. Anyway, folks, if you want to check us out, we're at DPW Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. You can check out Spencer's OnlyFans. He's over there in Donegal, and he is ding-dong ditching. They have doorbells.
Yeah.
They probably have doorbells in Donegal. Why wouldn't
you can always knock.
Yeah, knocking and running.
Knocking and docking?
Sure. CalebJamesK.com. That's my website. I got stuff on there. Anyway, we thank you for listening, and we'll check you out next week.